A program that helps kids get out of Indiana's juvenile detention centers when they shouldn't be there could end later this year if the state legislature doesn't fund it. As Barbara Brozier reports, the Indiana Public Defender Council is requesting a small boost in its budget to keep the Juvenile Defense Project going.
Courts should be telling you this. There's a specific statute.
Attorneys from Indiana's Public Defender Council have done orientations with more than 1,000 kids in the state's detention centers over the past 2 years. The goal is to help educate them about their legal rights. Some of the juveniles end up in detention when they shouldn't have. Sometimes it's because they didn't have an attorney at a crucial point in their case, or because the attorney assigned to the case wasn't effective.
Right now, I know of 3 cases referred by the Juvenile Project directly that ended up at the Indiana Supreme Court.
The council says that's a huge impact. Data from the Indiana Department of Corrections' 2017 annual report says it costs nearly $265 per day to house a juvenile in a detention center.
We save the state thousands, if not over hundreds of thousands of dollars in doing what's right for these kids and getting them out.
And visits to detention centers are just part of the Juvenile Project's mission. It's also worked to educate attorneys about the intricacies of the juvenile justice system. But federal grant funding that supports the project is set to run out in August. That's why the Public Defender Council is asking legislators to boost its annual budget for the next 2 years to keep the program going.
It's less than $160,000 a year, what we're asking for, just to continue the work that we've been doing, the training, the technical assistance to attorneys, and then also working with kids and making sure that they're represented.
Without that funding, the Juvenile Project will end later this year. And Wenicky says that puts the liberty of kids in Indiana's detention system at stake.
I know of at least 5 kids that we have gotten released early from the Department of Correction because their rights have been violated to the extent that either the courts or actually the prosecutors in most of those situations agreed that they should have not been sent to the Department of Correction the way that it happened.
The Public Defender Council hopes the state legislature will find room to fund the program as it tweaks its budget proposal in the coming weeks. For Indiana News Desk, I'm Barbara Brozier.